Welcome to the introduction of No More Regrets with Nika Miller. This is the channel that shifts your mindset so you can shift your results. When you think about a life of no more regrets, what comes to mind for you? Because what comes to mind for me when I say a life of no more regrets, I'm really talking about a way of living where you stop letting fear, guilt, shame, or what ifs keep you from moving forward. No more regrets. We're taking full advantage of opportunities that come our way. We're creating an environment for our dreams to bloom and blossom. No more regrets. We're doing all the hard things that we thought we couldn't do. We're hitting our goals. What will you do with your one wild, crazy, precious life? That was a quote from a lady. I don't remember her name, but it always stood out to me. In order to live a life of no more regrets, there's a mindset shift that has to happen. There's a light bulb that has to come on. There's a commitment that has to happen. Purging of old ways and a set apart journey that you need to embrace. Yeah, a life of no more regrets. Have you ever had a moment in life, that moment when you pause in the middle of your life and you suddenly wonder, how did I even get here? It hits different because it's not just about one thing, it's about everything. It's the job you clock into, the career path you're on, the husband or wife that's beside you, the house you live in, the children you're raising, even the relationship with family and friends, whether it's good or bad, that surround you. It's almost like you wake up in the middle of your own movie and you realize you've been acting out a script that you didn't consciously write, or did you? So that question of how did I get here is really an invitation. It's an invitation to stop moving on autopilot, because if you don't recognize yourself and your surroundings or how you got here or how you got so far off the path of where you wanted your life to be, it's because you're living on autopilot. So this is your invitation to stop just existing and to finally get intentional about the life that you really want to live going forward. Because here's the truth. You didn't just end up here. Every choice, every yes and no, every fear that you gave into, every dream you delayed, it all added up. But the beautiful part is, if your choices got you here, your choices can also take you somewhere even greater, And with that said, my name is Nika Miller. I'm an energy healer, a mindset and accountability coach. I assist in grief recovery. I'm a business owner and mother of 4. Growth is my passion. I'm a messenger, and my goal is to bring joy back into your life, hope back into your life, peace back into your life, understanding back into your life. And that's what this podcast is about. It was created for women like you who recognize my actions are not aligned with my purpose. And how did I get here? And for those ready to get back in alignment and be truthful with ourselves, take accountability. For those that say, I know I have a purpose, I want to get there, but I don't know how. This channel is for you. For those that agree to no more waiting until someday, but now, making sure you live full out before it's too late. So I read before that the number one regret of those that are dying, those on their deathbeds, is they realized they never actually lived. I don't know about you, but when I die, I want to say I gave it all I had. I want to say I gave it all I had. I shared my gifts with the world. I lived in my purpose. And this isn't just a channel or a podcast. This is your reminder, your push, and your proof that regret doesn't have to be your story. There is a such thing as a life of no more regrets. But I'll tell you, it's intentional. You can't get there on autopilot. So on this channel, we're not holding back, because that would be regret. We're going forward. We're unlocking doors. We're building up our armor to fight against all of our fears. So instead of letting fear paralyze you, I want you to use it as fuel. Let's look at it different. Fear means that you're stepping outside your comfort zone, and that's where growth happens. So when you're afraid of something, it's not necessarily a moment to shrink and fall back. It just means I'm unsure of the results. I've never done this before. On this channel, we're going to be owning our choices. No more hiding behind excuses or blaming circumstances. A no more regrets life means you own your decisions, good or bad, and you learn from them. Living aligned is what we're going to be doing. You stop saying one day and you start asking, what can I do today to bring my vision closer? We're going to be letting go of some things. You can't rewrite the past. You can't live it again. You can't go do it, but you can reframe it. You can decide that I want to look at it differently. Every misstep, every mistake becomes a lesson, not a life sentence. So let it go so that you can be great, okay? And at its core, a life of no more regrets isn't about being perfect. It's about being present, intentional, and unapologetic. And so I hope this got you ready, because I am. And I'm excited for the person that you want to become. And you're going to follow my journey, and I'm going to follow yours, hopefully. And so that gets me excited. Now, I want to tell you about my book club. It is a private book club, okay? I want you to join my private book club for an even more intimate experience with me. This book club is your link to success. It's the pursuit of knowledge. I go live weekly to discuss these books that I'm telling you about. I want to hear your stories and love on you. And I want to find practical ways that we can implement these books into our lives. It's so transformational. I believe in books. I believe in books. I believe that they're the key. Every time you open one, you're unlocking wisdom that somebody else had to sweat. They had to cry and live through just to give you the information. Books, they shift paradigms. Books expand your vision. Books contain so much truth, and it helps set you free. So let's read some books together. I think it's fun. We get to have our tea, our wine, our smoothies, whatever you drink. We get to dive deep. We get to shift our mindset. And so that's exciting to me. I don't know about y'all. Now, this is the other thing. We only read self-help books. This isn't Terry McMillan. We're not waiting to exhale. So the purpose of this book club is to become a whole person again, right? Being whole isn't just about one area of your life. It's the harmony of all three: mind, body, and spirit. So our books focus on those areas. And when you join my book club, you get to listen to all the previous discussions that we had prior to you joining. So you're not going to miss anything. So let's talk about some of these categories. Wealth in business is one of my categories, okay? This category is for anyone who's ever wanted to be more successful in their life, in their business, in their money. Wealth isn't just about dollars. It's about freedom. It's about choices. It's about building a legacy that outlives you. And the books that we read here will definitely help you shift from a survival mindset to an abundance mindset. We're going to learn practical strategies to start and grow businesses, gain financial literacy, work on our credit and budgeting and saving and investing, build ownership and assets instead of living from paycheck to paycheck, right? So I'm excited because true wealth is more than money. It's peace of mind. It's opportunity. It's breaking generational cycles. This category gives you the tools to create that life with no more regrets. Have you ever heard of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki? This book shows you the mindset difference between those working for money and making money work for you. It breaks generational cycles of poverty and thinking. There's another book called The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. This book explains why most businesses fail and how to build systems so your business works for you instead of draining you, right? Another category is mindset and spirituality. The 12-Week Year by Brian P. Moran. This book teaches you how to collapse time, how to focus on execution and hit your goals in 12 weeks instead of waiting on another year of regrets. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This one will quiet the noise in your head and bring you into the present and remind you that peace is found here in yesterday, not in tomorrow. Peace is found in the right now. So I'm excited about that. Peace is found here and in the right now. There's another category called Health and Self-Mastery. There's a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. So if you struggle with consistency, this book shows you how small daily habits, they compound into massive transformation. Another book called The Power of Consistency by Weldon Long. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with Weldon and he don't even know me. That book, The Power of Consistency, got me out of a funk. Y'all, I was so deep into a funk. I didn't want to move forward with my goals and my plan. And I read that book and that brother inspired me so much. There's another book called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. You heard of David Goggins. This isn't just about fitness. It's about mental toughness. Goggins shows you how to break past excuses and find strength that you didn't even know you had. So These are just some examples, but the point is the books are roadmaps. They're teachers that never stop giving. That's why this channel exists, so we can read, we can grow, and we can apply to live a life of no more regrets. Thank you so much for listening to the introduction. Please feel free, message me, do book suggestions. I do have a book list that you can download as well. It should be in this description or in the bio. I'll download the books by categories that I suggest, and I want y'all to keep adding to them. Yes.